So I was currently doing my live reaction to Durarara X2 Shou episode 10 when suddenly my webcam died on me like it has in the past. And it was just at the worst moment too. Like, I was in 21 minutes in, and just like most anime episodes are 24 episodes in, so I technically only had 3 more minutes left, maybe 2, because usually the ending is a minute or whatever, but still, as soon as that time hit, boom, my webcam just shut off right on me, and I didn't get to complete the episode. So in this video, this is going to be a straight-up review of Durarara episode 10, X2 Shou. So let's get this started. So in this episode of Durarara, we got more backstory onto Akane's past, which was very interesting, very cute as well. How exactly she discovered, her ties with her family, with the Yakuza and everything. Like, in the beginning of her backstory, she almost had like a normal life pretty much. That's pretty much what she had, a normal life. And, she was very confident and stood up to bullies that were bullying other kids at the time, and I was saying this in my live reaction. I'm like, good for her, I respect that. I respect that a lot, and seeing that was very cool to see on how confident she was. But we later figure out exactly that things started to turn for a worse. We discovered that Akane actually discovered her family's ties with the Yakuza, and then she started to rely on the internet because, she really could not communicate with her family anymore. And also, it almost seemed like everything was a lie to her, because after the whole bullying incident, she started to make friends along the way as well. But even that was a lie, because really, the bullies were just being nice to her and technically obeying her commands because of the fact that her family is so prestigious, and they have ties within the Yakuza, so nobody wants to mess with that. Because if someone were to mess with Akane, the Yakuza family could obviously go after, whoever. And so, really, in a sense, she was being protected the whole entire time. But, living a life when your friends are fake, your family, you have no idea what your family is capable of, and you don't abide to their philosophy, could really be heartbreaking on you. And just seeing that from Akane was very interesting. Also, throughout Akane's backstory, we get to see how exactly she met Izaya through Nami. But let me just say this now, that guy was not Izaya at all. He might have been wearing the same clothes as Izaya, but this one is definitely a fake, because this guy has brown hair, and Izaya wouldn't go through the trouble of just dyeing his hair or whatever. There's could be numerous reasons why Izaya doesn't exactly want, Akane to meet him face to face. So he possibly hired another person to impersonate him as, the fake Izaya. But who I actually think who this person that Izaya hired is probably Rokujo, because the fake Izaya had brown hair. Rokujo has brown hair, and also another example on how exactly this isn't the real Izaya is due to the fact that throughout the other half of this episode, we got screen time on the real Izaya. He has black hair, and why show his face when in Akane's backstory you're not going to show his face? So, in my opinion, this fake Izaya is most likely Rokujo that probably Izaya hired. The rest of this episode was pretty much just build up to what's going to happen in the last 2 episodes of Durarara, and I don't know how I feel about that, because like, this season of Durarara is good. I like Shou, but it seems like there is a lot of backstory that is going on. So if we're just getting a lot of backstory and we're already on episode 10, then 11 and 12 are probably gonna give me one hell of a cliffhanger, because all we really have is just more build up with Verona and Sloan. Verona is chasing after Mikado and Sonohara, basically saying, I'm gonna find out if he's an apparition. He is a worthy opponent for me. And we have the Tomomaru gang fighting the blue squares, while also the Tomomaru gang wants to know exactly who the leader of the dollars is. We have Shiki's group trying to save Akane and keep her safe right now. Obviously, Celti's keeping her safe, but you know, there's just so many things that are going on right now. So I don't know how I feel about it. Right now, hopefully, Durarara X210 gives us, you know, a lot more what's going to happen, because, as I said before, most likely, I'm just going to be experiencing a cliffhanger on episode 12. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this episode for what it was. I just don't like the fact how exactly we're just getting a lot of backstory throughout this second season of Durarara, because it almost seems like it's being forced, rushed, and that's why these past few episodes of Durarara have been fast-paced to begin with, compared to season 1, where it took a nice medium pace where you could actually analyze everything that's going on. But here, you really have to pay attention, and you know, it's getting harder for me to actually do live reactions of the series in the first place because of the fact there is so much going on. But yeah, I am sorry that I couldn't do a live reaction to this episode. Like I said before, my webcam shut off on me, and you know, I was already 21 minutes into the episode, so I wasn't gonna go back and redo the whole entire episode and, you know, fake my live reaction. I mean, my live reaction wouldn't be genuine to begin with. So I said, you know what, let's just do a review on it. And you know, my webcam is not really the best at all. I have had this webcam for a very long time, so that's probably why it has been acting this way. I mean, it will randomly disconnect and shut off on me, and it will also lag. And I also did experience some problems throughout even this video that I'm doing right now, you know, lagging. The audio wouldn't show up. I had to, you know, take the USB port out and put it, or the USB cord, and put it into a different USB port several times just to get it to work so I could do this review for you guys. So yeah, like I said before, I will be doing reviews, straight up reviews in general, because I cannot do live reactions to more anime out there. Like I said before, I'm only doing the live reactions of Durarara because I made that a promise for you guys that I will actually do it for the entire series. I don't know much about Ketsu, because hopefully if I get caught up on time for Ketsu, I'm probably just going to do reviews for that, because, you know, with the live reactions, I don't want this to happen again where I basically go throughout the entire episode and then all of a sudden my webcam disconnects on me. Now, you could be saying, well, why don't you just get a different webcam? Well, hey, I'm not rich. Nevertheless, I really hope you guys enjoyed this review of Durarara X2 Shou episode 10. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the episode yourselves, and also what anime and manga would you like for me to review in the near future. And if you want to stay up to date to my future content, please hit the red subscribe button below and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for the video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you guys next time.